Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Music, the distinctive property of a complex sound, a voice or noise or musical sound. A degree or grade of excellence or worth. The quality of students has risen. A characteristic property that defines the apparent individual nature of something. Each town has a quality all its own. Of superior grade. Quality paper. An essential and distinguishing attribute of something or someone. The quality of mercy is not strained. High social status. A man of quality. Of high social status. People of quality. Land that is covered with trees and shrubs. Music, the distinctive property of a complex sound, a voice or noise or musical sound. The wood of trees cut and prepared for use as building material. A beam made of wood. A post made of wood. Music, the distinctive property of a complex sound, a voice or noise or musical sound. The timbre of her soprano was rich and lovely. A quality of a given color that differs slightly from another color. The elastic tension of living muscles, arteries, etc. that facilitate response to stimuli. The general atmosphere of a place or situation and the effect that it has on people. A clergyman improved the tone of the meeting. A notation representing the pitch and duration of a musical sound. Give a healthy elasticity to. Let's tone our muscles. Music, the distinctive property of a complex sound, a voice or noise or musical sound. The muffled tones of the broken bell summoned them to meet. A musical interval of two semitones. The quality of a person's voice. He began in a conversational tone. Vary the pitch of one's speech. Utter monotonously and repetitively and rhythmically. A steady sound without overtones. They tested his hearing with pure tones of different frequencies. Change the color or tone of. Tone a negative. Change to a color image. Tone a photographic image. Linguistics. A pitch or change in pitch of the voice that serves to distinguish words in tonal languages. The Beijing dialect uses 4 tones. The quality of something, an act or a piece of writing, that reveals the attitudes and presuppositions of the author. The general tone of articles appearing in the newspapers is that the government should withdraw. A degree or grade of excellence or worth. An executive of low caliber. Diameter of a tube or gun barrel. A degree or grade of excellence or worth. Diameter of a tube or gun barrel. A formal recommendation by a former employer to a potential future employer describing the person's qualifications and dependability. Requests for character references are all too often answered evasively. A person of a specified kind, usually with many eccentricities. A real character. The inherent complex of attributes that determines a person's moral and ethical actions and reactions. Education has for its object the formation of character. An imaginary person represented in a work of fiction, play or film or story. She is the main character in the novel. A written symbol that is used to represent speech. The Greek alphabet has 24 characters. A characteristic property that defines the apparent individual nature of something. The radical character of our demands. An actor's portrayal of someone in a play. Engrave or inscribe characters on. Genetics. An attribute, structural or functional, that is determined by a gene or group of genes. Good repute. He is a man of character. A characteristic property that defines the apparent individual nature of something. The characteristic parts of a person's face: eyes and nose and mouth and chin. His lineaments were very regular. The person or thing chosen or selected. The act of choosing or selecting. Your choice of colors was unfortunate. One of a number of things from which only one can be chosen. My only choice is to refuse. Of superior grade. Choice wines. Appealing to refined taste. Choice wine. Being at the best stage of development. Our manhood's prime vigor. The time of maturity when power and vigor are greatest. Cover with a primer. Apply a primer to. The period of greatest prosperity or productivity. A natural number that has exactly two distinct natural number divisors, one in itself. First in rank or degree. The Prime Minister. Of superior grade. Prime beef. Fill with priming liquid. Prime a car engine. Insert a primer into a gun, mine, or charge, preparatory to detonation or firing. Prime a cannon. Of or relating to or being an integer that cannot be factored into other integers. Prime number. The second canonical hour, about 6 a.m. Used of the first or originating agent. Prime mover. Goods or money obtained illegally. To move or force, especially in an effort to get something open. Regard highly. Think much of. We prize his creativity. Something given for victory or superiority in a contest or competition or for winning a lottery. The prize was a free trip to Europe. Something given as a token of victory. Hold dear. I prize these old photographs. Of superior grade. Prize carnations. Pick out, select, or choose from a number of alternatives. She selected a pair of shoes from among the dozen the salesgirl had shown her. Selected or chosen for special qualifications. Of superior grade. Select peaches. Having a higher rank. Superior officer. A combatant who is able to defeat rivals. A character or symbol set or printed or written above and immediately to one side of another character. Written or printed above and to one side of another character. One of greater rank or station or quality. The largest freshwater lake in the world, the deepest of the Great Lakes. A town in northwest Wisconsin on Lake Superior across from Duluth. Having an orbit farther from the Sun than the Earth's orbit. Mars and Jupiter are the closest in of the superior planets. Of high or superior quality or performance. Superior wisdom derived from experience. Of or characteristic of high rank or importance. A superior ruler. Often followed by to, above being affected or influenced by. He is superior to fear. Sometimes followed by to, not subject to or influenced by. Overcome by a superior opponent. The head of a religious community. Occupying the highest socioeconomic position in a society. An attribute of sound. Assign a rank or rating to. Assign a grade or rank to, according to one's evaluation. Grade tests. The height of the ground on which something stands. The base of the tower was below grade. A number or letter indicating quality, especially of a student's performance. Grade a milk. A degree of oblaut. A body of students who are taught together. 1/100th of a right angle. A relative position or degree of value in a graded group. Lumber of the highest grade. A position on a scale of intensity or amount or quality. A moderate grade of intelligence. A variety of cattle produced by crossbreeding with a superior breed. Determine the grade of or assign a grade to. Level to the right gradient. The gradient of a slope or road or other surface. The road had a steep grade. A specific identifiable position in a continuum or series or especially in a process. Indicator that establishes the horizontal when a bubble is centered in a tube of liquid. A flat surface at right angles to a plumb line. Park the car on the level. Direct into a position for use. Of the score in a contest. Become level or even. The ground leveled off. Tear down so as to make flat with the ground. The building was leveled. An abstract place usually conceived as having depth. A good actor communicates on several levels. A relative position or degree of value in a graded group. Having a surface without slope, tilt in which no part is higher or lower than another. Acres of level farmland. Not showing abrupt variations. Spoke in a level voice. A position on a scale of intensity or amount or quality. A high level of care is required. A structure consisting of a room or set of rooms at a single position along a vertical scale. What level is the office on? Make level or straight. Level the ground. Aim at. Level criticism or charges at somebody. Being on a precise horizontal plane. A billiard table must be level. Height above ground. The water reached ankle level. Oriented at right angles to the plumb. The picture is level. Talk frankly with. Lay it on the line. I have to level with you. A specific identifiable position in a continuum or series or especially in a process. A remarkable degree of frankness. A measure for arcs and angles. There are 360 degrees in a circle. An award conferred by a college or university signifying that the recipient has satisfactorily completed a course of study. He earned his degree at Princeton summa cum laude. A position on a scale of intensity or amount or quality. It is all a matter of degree. A unit of temperature on a specified scale. The game was played in spite of the 40-degree temperature. The highest power of a term or variable. The seriousness of something, e.g., a burn or crime. Murder in the second degree. A construct whereby objects or individuals can be distinguished. Decide as to where something belongs in a scheme. Attribute or credit to. We attributed this quotation to Shakespeare. An abstraction belonging to or characteristic of an entity. A construct whereby objects or individuals can be distinguished. Self-confidence is not an endearing property. Any movable articles or objects used on the set of a play or movie. Something owned. Any tangible or intangible possession that is owned by someone. That had as my property. Any area set aside for a particular purpose. The president was concerned about the property across from the White House. A basic or essential attribute shared by all members of a class. A construct whereby objects or individuals can be distinguished. Magnitude or extent. Indicate the dimensions on. These techniques permit us to dimension the human heart. One of three Cartesian coordinates that determine a position in space. Shape or form to required dimensions. The magnitude of something in a particular direction, especially length or width or height. Assign a rank or rating to. How would you rank these students? The ordinary members of an organization, such as the enlisted soldiers of an army. The strike was supported by the union rank and file. Conspicuously and outrageously bad or reprehensible. Rank treachery. Position in a social hierarchy. Take precedence or surpass others in rank. Complete and without restriction or qualification, sometimes used informally as intensifiers. A rank outsider. The body of members of an organization or group. They found dissension in their own ranks. A row or line of people, especially soldiers or police, standing abreast of one another. The entrance was guarded by ranks of policemen. Growing profusely. Rank jungle vegetation. Relative status. His salary was determined by his rank and seniority. Take or have a position relative to others. This painting ranks among the best in the Western world. Very fertile, producing profuse growth. Rank earth. Very offensive in smell or taste. A rank cigar. Position in a social hierarchy. Position in a social hierarchy. The British are more aware of social status than Americans are. Position in a social hierarchy. Having the character of a loud deep sound, the quality of being resonant. Having the character of a loud deep sound, the quality of being resonant. Having the character of a loud deep sound, the quality of being resonant. The sound of a bell ringing. The ringing of the telephone. Having the character of a loud deep sound, the quality of being resonant. The giving of a ring as a token of engagement. Having the character of a loud deep sound, the quality of being resonant. Any material used for its color. She used a different color for the trim. Physics, the characteristic of quarks that determines their role in the strong interaction. Each flavor of quarks comes in 3 colors. Having or capable of producing colors. Color film. Decorate with colors. Color the walls with paint in warm tones. Give a deceptive explanation or excuse for. Color a lie. Change color, often in an undesired manner. The shirt's discolored. The appearance of objects, or light sources, described in terms of a person's perception of their hue and lightness, or brightness, and saturation. Interest in variety and intensity. The Puritan period was lacking in color. Modify or bias. His political ideas color his lectures. An outward or token appearance or form that is deliberately misleading. The situation soon took on a different color. The timbre of a musical sound. The recording fails to capture the true color of the original music. A visual attribute of things that results from the light they emit or transmit or reflect. A white color is made up of many different wavelengths of light. Effect as in thought or feeling. My personal feelings color my judgment in this case. Add color to. The child colored the drawings.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.